Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, we'll be looking at a pre-owned Nissan Frontier. This could be one of the best pickup truck buys on the market. We'll talk about it in today's video. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Nissan here in Orem, Utah for giving me some time with this Frontier. I'll include a link to their website in the description down below. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. So powering the Frontier is the 3.8 liter V6, naturally aspirated, goes through a 9-speed, it puts out 310 horsepower and then 281 pound-feet of torque. Now before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the front end, I think the new Frontier is a really sharp looking truck. Got the nice metallic gray grille, got the new style of Nissan logo with this new Frontier. See, this one has fog lights as well. And then the wheels on this, they aren't crazy, but I think they have a nice kind of like chunky look. And this one actually has all-terrain tires that have been added to it, so a little bit of function added there, right? I like the little splash guards there with it, it's pretty cool. And the bright red on this truck definitely pops. And what I've noticed so far is this truck has about 50,000 miles. It looks like everything's held up pretty well, like the paint and all of that. It looks pretty good if you ask me. And then something that's cool about the Frontier is it does have leaf springs. So that's something that's durable, that's gonna last longer. And then here's a quick look at the key fob. It's a pretty cool setup. And then popping over to the bed area, tailgate is dampened. So you got quite a bit of space here in the back. Got all the cargo tie-down points and all of that. And I like how there's even protection on the tailgate itself. It looks like this tailgate's had a little bit of work. You guys can see the SV logo there. And then look at the taillight design on the new Frontier. But yeah, as for the exterior, I think it's good looking, and again, over time it's seemed to have held up pretty dang well. Now this particular Frontier has the bigger cab in the back, and very interesting interior, by the way. Look at this. So you got like this kind of like brown that contrasts the red. It's very interesting. But then the seats are gray. They've got some of that brown at the top, but kind of mostly gray. But yeah, pretty similar space as what you have in other mid-sized pickup trucks. And then notice we do have some USB ports and everything here in the back of the Frontier. So it's a nice feature. And then the window here in the back is manual for the opening operation, which is nice. I like how the doors still sound solid. Some cars, their doors get clunky really fast, but these ones seem to be pretty solid. You can see a nice trim there. Got all of your window controls and like the little mirror adjustment there. Blind spot running with the mirrors. And the Frontier's got a pretty good payload for a mid-sized pickup truck. 1160, not insane, but you know, it's competitive. Here's the front seat. Got all that cloth trim. And look at this. This is, you know, a little bit of wear, but it's held up pretty well so far. Got the tow mode there. You can see for the outlet stuff, hill descent control, all of that. And we'll quickly pop in. But yeah, listen to the door again. Still sounds solid. So good job. Pretty cool with the mostly analog gauge cluster. You do have the screen there in the center though, of course. Frontier. And I like this with the physical controls. See the steering wheel, of course, shows a little bit of wear. And then in reverse, you've got a backup camera, just a regular one. And then this one just has the normal infotainment system, some physical controls at the bottom. Dual zone climate, so you got heated seats with this, heated steering wheel. Got some USB ports there as well. And then you can see here with the shifter for the 9-speed. Got the cup holders there, and then got a little bit of storage. This color is very interesting, I will say that. But yeah, the rest of the interior, I mean, other than a little bit of wear on the seat and the steering wheel, everything looks pretty dang nice. And again, this has 49, almost 50,000 miles on it. And when it comes to pricing, this one's less than $30,000, like 28 grand for a truck with a 2-speed transfer case. It's not 2-wheel drive, it's a 4x4, so let's drive it. Well, let's talk about visibility. There's the hood, but the mirrors do a blind spot monitoring. And throughout the rest of the rear. And let us set off in the Frontier. So this is a nice truck, and I've said this new Frontier is going to do really well because Nissan's kind of kept things old school, and that's what I'm seeing so far. Like, this truck looked like it was, you know, used to do truck stuff, and again, it is held up well. There's pretty minimal wear for 50,000 miles roughly. And we'll see how it drives, but so far it seems like it drives pretty new, pretty similar to new. I will say these cloth seats are comfortable. One downside about cloth seats is the wear that you saw. Leather seats can, you know, they can stretch out a little bit, so they hold up better over a long period of time, whereas cloth doesn't really have that ability, right? It's, you know, threads and everything, so it doesn't have that ability to stretch out, so it just kind of tears over time, sadly. But, you know, it's a less expensive material, so there is that benefit with the seats. Man, this Orem traffic gets worse and worse as time goes on. Time to leave Utah. There's too many people. Love this V6. It's got great power. We're at 4,500 feet here, above sea level. And it moves. It zooms. It's solid. It's a great powertrain. And I like this little road here because it's got some bumps and stuff, so you can kind of see the suspension, how this is held up. Go over some of these little bumps here. Yeah, it feels, again, feels solid. Man, this truck, I was like, you know what, this is gonna be a durable truck, and it has shown to be, well, a durable truck so far. Actually, what we're gonna do here is do a little bit of a different route. Gonna pop back here, go back through one more time. The traffic and everything down here is so brutal that it's not worth going down some of the other roads, because getting back would take so long. It's, look at that, the power's so good. So good. So to sum things up with this pre-owned Frontier, I think this is great value, right? You're getting, yeah, this one's obviously got some miles, but 4x4 pickup truck, less than 30 grand, and everything's held up amazingly well. I always have people that hate on Nissan because they're like, it's a Nissan. It's like, have you driven one? Go drive one. Seriously, go drive one and then tell me if you think it's a Nissan. Because once you drive one, what you find out is that it's old school with how it drives, right? It's got heavier steering because it's hydraulic, and the suspension, you know, it's not buttery smooth. Oh, this is a dead end for me. Dang it. Anyways, you know, it's not buttery smooth like some of the modern pickup trucks, but you trade that and you get something that's a durable package, right? They just don't build things like they used to, and the modern tech is really cool, don't get me wrong. It's really cool. It's fun, but it just doesn't last. Like, stuff like this is just, you know, again, simple, naturally aspirated V6, big displacement, body on frame, hydraulic steering. You know, this was obviously modern tech at one point. That has something to note, but you know, it's still old school enough that it's durable. It's not as durable as if this was, you know, solid axles with no power steering and all that. That's obviously going to be the most durable, but this, I feel like this is a nice middle ground where this is still comfortable enough, easy enough to drive, but it's also gonna last. If you want a, you know, kind of like in between pickup truck when it comes to modern and analog, and you want something that's actually gonna last, it looks like that's what the Frontier does. And you know, the new ones of these are actually not too crazy with the prices. Nissan's kept the prices within reason, so if you got a little bit more budget than this, you could buy a brand new one, and then boom, you got the full warranty, you get to put all the miles on it. And so yeah, I still like this Frontier. I think that if Toyota people stopped, I will say this because I own a Toyota, so I can say this, Toyota people stopped sniffing their own farts so much, then they would realize that the Frontier and the Titan are better than the new Tacoma and the new Tundra when it comes to reliability, durability, all the stuff that's important with pickup trucks. And I don't know how many Tundra engines have to blow up. I don't know how many Tacoma transmissions have to blow up for people to come to that realization. Maybe Toyota has to recall another 100,000 vehicles for people to go, ah, maybe this new tech isn't so good after all. Maybe I should be, you know, drinking less of that Toyota Kool-Aid and give old Nissan a try. Let me know your thoughts.